Okay, dear students, in this module 2, design of DC machines, so far we have discussed how to derive output equations. Then we discussed what are the factors to be considered for choice of specific magnetic loading and specific electric loading. Then we discussed selection of number of poles, guiding factors for choice of number of poles. Okay, based on whatever discussion we have done under this module, let us discuss some numerical examples on determination of main dimensions of DC machine. Okay, let me take example 1. I read this example, then we will proceed for the solution. A 5 kilowatt 250 volt 4 pole 1500 rpm shunt generator is designed to have a square pole face. The loadings are average flux density B average is 0.42 Weber per meter square and ampere conductors per meter AC is 15,000 ampere per meter. Find the main dimensions of the machine. Assume full load efficiency 0.87 and ratio of pole arc to pole pitch 0.66. Here output rating of machine is 5 kilowatt. Speed is mentioned and pole face is given. It is square pole face. Both magnetic and electric loadings are mentioned, that is B average and AC, and asked to determine main dimensions of the machine. Main dimensions of machines are nothing but D and L. Okay, and efficiency is given as 0.87 and ratio of pole arc to pole pitch, that is psi, is given as zero point 0.6. Okay, using these given data, let us solve this problem to determine main dimensions. Okay, you know armature mmf is given by Pa equal to P by eta and efficiency of machine is given as 0.87 and output is 5 kilowatt. Then Pa is equal to P by eta, that is 5 divided by 0.87, that will give 5.57 kilowatt. Armature power is 5.57 kilowatt. Then uh, to determine d square L product, we substitute value of speed n in RPS. Okay, for that, whatever speed which is given in RPM must be converted into RPS. So n equal to 1500 divided by 60, that is 25 RPS. Then output coefficient C naught is given by pi square B average AC into 10 to the power of minus 3. After substituting value of B average and AC from given data, we get C naught equal to 62.1. Okay, then substituting value of C naught and N, d square L product is 3.7 into 10 to the power of minus 3 cubic meter. Okay, then how to separate this d square L product to have value of D and H separate, that is main dimensions. So usually to separate this d square L product, we consider ratio of core length to pole arc as 1, that is L by psi 2 equal to 1. Therefore from this L equal to psi 2 and you know 2 is pi d by b, right? Ratio of pole arc to pole pitch is given, that is 0.66 and number of poles are mentioned. It is 4 pole machine. Hence L equal to 0.518 D. Okay. L is expressed in terms of D. And already we have product d square L as 3.7 into 10 raised to minus 3. Then substituting value of L in terms of D, so this becomes d cube. 0.518 d cube equal to 3.7 into 10 raised to minus 3 cubic meter. Therefore, after simplifying this equation, we get main dimensions of machine D as 0.193 meter and L equal to 0.1 meter. Okay. Let us discuss one more example. Determine the main dimensions and number of poles of a 600 kilowatt 500 volt 900 rpm generator. Assume average gap density as 0.6 Weber per meter square, ampere conductors per meter as 35,000. The ratio of pole arc to pole pitch is 0.75 and the efficiency is 91%. The following are the design constraints. Peripheral speed should not exceed 40 meter per second Frequency of flux reversal must be less than 50 Hz. Current per brush arm should not exceed 400 amps, and armature mmf per pole should not exceed 7500 amps. Here, in this problem also determine main dimensions and number of poles. Here we have to find out D and L, then we have to fix appropriate value of P depending upon given data. And here B average and AC is clearly mentioned. B average is 0.6 Weber per meter square and AC is 35,000, and efficiency is given as 91%, and ratio of pole arc to pole pitch is 0.75. And here for this machine some design constraints are given. Uh, Design constraint like peripheral speed is mentioned, frequency of flux reversal is mentioned, current per brush arm is given, and armature mmf per pole is given. So these design constraint we use as limiting factor to decide main dimensions as well as number of poles. We take this peripheral speed as limiting factor to decide main dimensions. Then to decide number of poles, we take limiting factors or design constraint as frequency of flux reversal, current per brush arm, and armature mm per pole. Okay. Before we proceed for solution, let me recall some basic theory about what are the guiding factors for choice of number of poles. So already this concept we have discussed while discussing selection of number of poles and guiding factors for choice of number of poles. Basically, there are three guiding factors are taken as reference before choosing or fixing number of poles, like frequency of flux reversal. Okay, then current per parallel path. If current per parallel path is to be limited to 200 amps, then current per brush arm should not exceed 400 amps. So this is also given in the design problem. Okay, and frequency of flux reversal is usually lies between 25 to 50 Hz, but in design problem it is given as 40 Hz. Okay, and one more, armature mmf per pole 80 is given. This should not exceed 7500, and as per this table, the machine which has output range between 500 to 15,000 will have armature mmf per pole as 77,500 to 10,500. Okay, as rating of machine mentioned is 600 kilowatt, then value of ATA should not exceed 7,500. These are the design constraints, it's clearly mentioned. So after calculating main dimensions as well as fixing number of poles, we have to cross check these design constraints, then only finally we have to decide main dimensions as well as number of poles. Okay, here this procedure already in example 1 I have discussed how to determine d square L product. First we find out output coefficient, and C naught is given as pi square B average AC, and as B average is 0.42 and AC is 15,000, C naught is 2087. Then power developed by armature is given by PA equal to P by eta, and output rating of this machine is 600 kilowatt. Hence PA equal to 600 divided by 0.91. Efficiency is 0.91%. Hence PA is 660 kilowatt. Then speed is 900 rpm divided by 60 gives speed in rps as 15 rps. After substituting value of C naught and n in this equation d square L, we get d square L product as 0.2126 cubic meter. Okay, but here to separate this d square L product, again we have to consider so many parameters. Okay, uh, let us discuss first how to decide number of poles, how to fix number of poles by considering different design constraints given in the problem. The choice of number of poles for this rating of machine may be uh, 4, 6 and 8. See here, in case of AC machine, number of poles are fixed by speed and frequency, but in case of DC machine there is no hard and fast rule that these many number of poles must be fixed. But by seeing so many guiding factors for choice of number of poles, designer can fix number of poles by taking these design guiding factors as deciding factor or limiting factors, then finally he can fix the number of poles. So first we will take frequency of flux reversal as limiting factor. You know F equal to Pn by 2, and for different pole numbers like 4, 6, 8, after calculating frequency of flux reversal using this equation F equal to Pn by 2, F is 30 Hz for 4 pole, then F is 45 Hz for 6 pole, and F is 60 Hz for 8 pole. Okay, here for different pole numbers 4, 6, 8, we have values of F right from 30 Hz to 60 Hz. Okay, but it is clearly mentioned that frequency of flux reversal should not exceed 40 Hz. Hence, pole number 8 cannot be used for this design. Then option left is either number of poles for this particular machine as 4 or 6. Now let us see whether to go with 4 pole or 6 pole. Second design constraint mentioned is current per brush arc, and to calculate current per brush arc we use this equation. First we have to find out Ia equal to kilowatt divided by voltage. 600 kilowatt divided by voltage rating of machine is given, that is 500, hence Ia equal to 1200 amps. Then how to calculate current per brush arc? Ib is given as 2Ia by P. Here uh, frequency of flux reversal we have calculated for different pole numbers like 4, 6, 8, and 8 cannot be used as frequency of flux reversal exceeds 50 Hz. Hence we will check current per brush arc with 4 and 6, pole number 4 and 6. With P equal to 4, IB is 600 amps, and with P equal to 6, IB is 400 amps. Here current per brush arc should not exceed 400 amps. It is given as design constraint. Hence number of poles to be used for this particular machine is 6. Okay, uh, 4 pole cannot be used because current per brush arm exceeds that specified limit, right? We have checked two design constraint, one frequency of flux reversal as well as current per brush arm. After uh, calculating frequency of flux reversal and current per brush arm, uh, at this stage value of number of poles to be used are 6, because for both the case uh, P equal to 6 satisfies design constraint. Then how to calculate main dimensions? You know we use this relation L by psi 2 equal to 1. Therefore L equal to, as 2 is pi d by P, psi is given. Ratio of pole arc to pole pitch is given as 0.75. Hence L equal to 0.393 d. Then d square L already we have calculated here. Okay, that is 0.2126. So using this relation and after simplifying, we get d equal to 0.8 meter and L equal to 0.33 meter. But whether this main dimension like diameter and length satisfies other design constraints like peripheral speed. Okay, peripheral speed Va is given by pi dn, and here peripheral speed is taken as limiting factor to decide armature diameter. Then taking d as 0.8 meter, Va is 37.7 meter per second, and here peripheral speed limiting factor, that peripheral speed should not exceed 40 meter per second, and with this diameter d 0.8 meter, value of Va is less than 40 meter per second. Hence main dimensions d 0.8 meter is suitable for this particular design. Va peripheral speed, this is one of the checking parameter. Peripheral, as peripheral speed Va is less than 40 meter per second, hence D can be taken as 0.8 meter. Then one more cross verification, armature mmf per pole, it is given as 80 A equal to AC by 2 into tau. Then tau is pi d by P. This pole pitch is inversely proportional to number of poles, and already we have seen we have fixed P as 6. So taking P as 6, tau is 0.42 meter and 80 is 735 This is within the specified limit.